Today I'm going to show you an amazing way of enjoying okra. Now bearing in mind okra contains potassium, vitamin B, vitamin C, folic acid and calcium, and it's also low in calories and has a high dietary fiber content, and this is part of my wok series. Hello again and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. Zulu Ndudu by Fafa ya Koba Ndudu enyikwelu Fafa kama Ndudu na blo Fafa alaba flavors ulama bala Ndudu vivinto famitu To start off this amazing recipe, you will definitely require your fresh okra that is readily available in most supermarkets and your local grocers. Next thing is I'm just finely chopping my red chilies. You can use any chilies that you have. So if, for example, you have only habanero, which is very spicy, you can take the seeds out and just use the flesh. That'd be great. Now back to the okra. I'm taking the heads off and I'm just going to be cutting this into sizable chunks. In terms of the design, it comes down to your own personal preference. Don't restrict yourself. This is a shabu shabu dish that I did for my lunch actually whilst working from home. So I'm going to repeat this process until I've chopped off all the okra. Please note, I have pre-washed all my vegetables before using them today. And also, if you're using any sharp objects, please do take all necessary precautions so that you do not hurt yourself. Because you want to eat good food, not hurt yourself at all. Now, the next thing I'll be using will be my shallots. You can use your normal onions, not a problem. Now, if you get the small bijou pearl-like Ghanaian onions, they are better. They're so intense in flavor and a little does go a long way. So yes, you can actually use them whole instead for this recipe. So now that I've taken the skins off, I'm now going to be dicing my onions, because I want that flavor to infuse into what I'm about to make. Yes, I know. It's vegetarian, it's packed with natural flavors, it's nutritious. It is, definitely something that I do enjoy once in a while, hence sharing the recipe with you guys. Now, do not forget I'll leave the list of ingredients and measurements as well on my blog, ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. I'd also leave a link in the description box below that would connect you to my blog. Here I've got some water that is simmering and I'm just going to be blanching my okra. What do I mean by that? So the water has been simmering for at least about 10 minutes and I've just added the okra. Just sort of like allowed it to soften for about a minute, even if that. And I then take the okra out, as you can tell. Then I've got really cold water that I'm just going to pour over it. What it's going to do is allow the okra to also maintain its nutrients and also the color. And of course, I'm going to be cooking this further because it's not perfectly cooked yet. It would need at least another 2 minutes of cooking and that would be great. Hence the stir fry. It comes in so handy. Now, if you've watched my wok series, you would notice that I started off by seasoning my wok. I'd leave that entire link as well in the description box so you can see exactly what I've done. So here I've added a bit of sesame oil to my wok, and to that I've added my chopped onions. I'm just going to stir fry this for about 25 seconds, even that, and then the next thing is add my chilies, because this is such a quick dish to make and it's great. So now I've added my okra quickly, and this I'm cooking on a very high heat. Now you'd notice that mucilaginous nature of the okra, the sliminess is coming through here, but by the time I finish with this, the moisture will be absorbed and that will not happen. So you're gonna have beautiful crunchy okra to enjoy by the end of this. So I'm adding my salt to taste, and yet again on that very high heat I'm just stir frying and mixing everything. This is so cool. Have I given you that reason to click the subscribe button? If you haven't done so, please do so now. So at this point I'm adding some onions and then my garlic, because I did not want my garlic to burn. No, I needed that flavor in there as well. And Every ingredient has its own nutrient content that is added to this dish. And of course, because I'm stir frying it on a high heat, it's retaining all the nutrients. And then I'm grating some fresh ginger. As I mentioned, I'll leave the link in the description box as to the list of ingredients and measurements and transcript of this recipe on my blog. So I think this is almost done, and I'm just adding the remaining chilies, but not of course until I add a little bit of my dark soy sauce. Now this is optional, you don't need to add that at all. If you do have dawa dawa powder, you can add a little bit, or some fish sauce if you choose, you can add a little bit, but I think that this just gave it that je ne sais quoi taste anyway. Now, if you don't want it as a vegetarian dish and you want to add your chicken pieces or anything, you're more than welcome to do so. But this just works perfectly as a side dish or as a main dish. Serve with some steaming hot rice or some fonio. Yeah, just try it. This is not any other food. Ndudu, Okro na enye ya. At this point, I've just added some baby plum tomatoes just when this dish is done. And the reason is it will add that moisture to my dish. And it's just going to be warmed through, not hot at all. So just imagine biting into the spicy okra, which is crunchy, and you're getting that juice from the tomatoes, which is almost fresh. That's just incredible. And there you have it. Your pièce de résistance is ready. I know, as easy as 1, 2, 3. Have you got any okra? Yes, are you tempted to try this recipe? Yes, please do so. Look at how green and beautiful this okra stir fry looks. It's retained its color thanks to my stir fry, or may I say my seasoned wok. And of course, I've finished using the wok. So yes, I'm not going to be using soap and water in cleaning the wok. Instead, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and then use my kitchen towel and wipe my wok clean. As I mentioned, I'll leave a link in the description box so you can find out how to, buy your wok, season it, and maintain it. Now, please don't forget to like the video, leave your comments below, share with your family and friends, because that would help this channel to grow. And we have gone over the 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to my loyal subscribers. I love you guys. You are the real deal. Thank you very much. Now, naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, ndudu.fafa.blogspot.com. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook as Ndudu by Fafa. So pass by and say hi. Noel, thank you very much for my theme song. And until next time, my kings and queens, I love you for you. Be you, be kind, be nice. Yes, and I'll see you in my next video.